So you're ready to buy a home, but what do you need to know? I mean, you're not a home inspector or a building contractor. You just want to know some basics, right? Look, I get it. When I'm with buyers as they're dreaming away, I'm usually busy checking out other important things that they're probably not thinking about. Now, you may be saying, but won't I have a home inspection? Well, yes, you will have a home inspection, but there are several important things that you should be aware of before you ever consider making an offer. Doing so afterwards can cost you dearly in wasted time and your hard-earned money. I'm Chuck Shaver with the Shaver Group here at Keller Williams Heritage Realty, and I'm a local realtor that's been selling homes for many years right here in Central Florida. Now, I'm not a home inspector or a contractor, and they should be consulted for certainty of any of your concerns. My goal here is to share simply some basics that you should consider before you try to make an offer to buy a house and have a home inspection. Over the years, I've helped my customers buy and sell hundreds of homes, and I've been to a ton of home inspections, and I've really learned quite a bit from them. As such, I'm usually busy looking for reasons that this buyer may not want to buy this home. So, let's take a look at these 6 things that you should be paying attention to before making an offer to buy a house. The number one thing you need to know about is the age and condition of the roof. Here in Central Florida, insurance companies have been cracking down, and insurance is becoming a real issue for home buyers. An old roof can be a deal breaker if you cannot get insurance, and you should consider if the current owner of this home would replace the roof if it needs replacing after that home inspection. Look for curling or missing shingles. Look at areas of the roof that may have overhanging trees. These trees can wear away at the granules and can really shorten the roof's life expectancy. You don't need to be an expert here, just pay a little attention. The next thing I'm always looking at is the air conditioning system. You can often determine how old the unit is by a date simply right there on the unit. Some units can last 20, 30 years or more, but knowing the age of this major component can help you to be informed when buying a house. So check to see if the units match also. Home inspectors sometimes fuss about mismatched units, and they say that there are sometimes questions about how well these two units will work together. Take a look at the vents in the ceilings. If there's a bunch of dust, it makes me wonder if the seller actually took care of this home or if they just cleaned it up to sell with a bunch of lipstick. Next, let's talk about plumbing. There are many varieties of plumbing out there, and this is something that you should consider when buying a house. Check to see if the home has galvanized, cast iron, or polybutylene plumbing. I've heard of issues with others too, but these are the biggies here in this area. There can be problems with all of these with insurance companies, and they can be very expensive to repair or replace. Now, I'm not going to describe them here, but your realtor should have a general idea of what they should look like. I'm usually calling a home inspector whenever I suspect that I see one of these right away, like I did just last night at a seller's home. I'm usually looking around at the hot water heater, in utility rooms, under the sinks, or even if I can see any plumbing under an open crawl space. I'm not crawling under there, I'm just taking a look on the edge to be clear here. The electrical panel is something else that I'm always paying attention to. Insurance companies don't like several companies' panels, which are often in older homes. Simply open the cover, now not with a screwdriver, just the handle, of an electrical panel and look inside for the brand. If I see Federal Pacific, Zinsco, Sylvania written on any of them, then I'm usually telling my buyer that this could be an issue. I've been told that insurance companies are concerned about the safety of these older panels. Now, some of these panels may be perfectly fine. Check with your inspector. But if you see one of these brands, and there could be others, just be aware that your home inspector really might have an issue with these as well. The 5th thing that I'm checking is the age of the hot water heater. These days, some insurance companies are cracking down on water heaters that are just 20 years old that may be working perfectly fine. Everything seems to be costing more these days, and I'm sometimes shocked at what a water heater is costing to be installed. On the other side of this, some of the newer hybrid water heaters can be a really often overlooked benefit to your new home. The 6th item that I always look at is the structure. Here in Florida, cracking between concrete blocks is quite common, and it's really considered typical by many people. However, I always look at how thick these cracks are. I'm looking to see why it's cracking. Just the other day, I was at a beautiful home that had no cracking whatsoever. However, the home was recently painted, had no gutters, and it had these little dirt rivers that was carrying dirt down the hill from the side of the home. As such, I'm confident that the home inspector would recommend installing gutters to ensure this issue that may not be a big one today doesn't become a big one tomorrow. Again, I am not a licensed contractor, and I'm certainly not an expert on any of these things. However, it is my hope that just having a few things to pay attention to will help you make an informed offer when attempting to buy a house. If you're concerned about the age of a roof, perhaps make a call to your insurance company to see if they will have an issue with a particular home's age. A quick Google search can help you learn about all the different types of plumbing and the pros and cons of each of them. I've got a few home inspectors, electricians, and other contractors that I know by name, and they're pretty quick to share professional advice for my customers. Of course, there are many things to be paying attention to, but I believe that these are the top 6 things that you should be paying attention to when you're taking a tour of a home. If you have other important items, please leave them in the comments section below. Or if you're in need of a licensed professional, let me know and I'll be happy to connect you with one that I've used or my team has used. Lastly, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons as it helps this channel greatly. Thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.